Hello everyone. So we have already learned till now about the bifurcation in detail, and we learned what are the type of bifurcation and its normal form. In this video we will go little deeper and little complex and learn about imperfect bifurcation. And we also know about a dynamical function which is dx by dt equal to fx mu. Here mu is our parameter and dynamics changes as we change the value of mu. We change the fundamentals of the behavior of a system when we change the mu. And wherever the transition happen in the behavior, that is what a bifurcation point is. We had learned about transcritical and pitchfork bifurcation, and the equation are like this. But apart from these two, we also have saddle node and a Hopf. These are the four major dominant bifurcation that occurs in almost any system. They are also canonical form of what they call the normal form, or oftentimes called the universal unfolding of the bifurcation structures. And this can often come down to one of the four forms. There are other forms, but these are the dominants. The concept of the normal forms is that there is only a certain class of instabilities that exist in a dynamical system, and these are called the normal forms. This normal forms gives us the great insight to what actually driving the physics and the stability itself. And now we look at the question of how well the bifurcation holds up under perturbation. Are they structurally stable? And this will be explained with the concept called imperfect bifurcations. Now we want to bring your attention to the idea of imperfect bifurcation. So what happens if we perturb the normal form? So we have this equation for pitchfork bifurcation: dx by dt equal to mu x minus x cube equal to 0. So our normal form was like this, and we will add an extra variable r to this form. So we perturb the equation in the normal form. Now the question is, the bifurcation is still stable? Meaning, does it persist even if we perturb the actual structure of the equation? Let us see it in a graphical form and see how the graph changes along with the variables change. Given the equation mu x minus x cube plus r equal to 0, there are two control parameters. One is mu and one is r. So upon changing these two, we can have various characteristics of the equation. And when r equal to 0, then we will be in a normal mode of a pitchfork bifurcation. Let us first look at how this function actually looks like and see how the graph changes as we change the value of a mu and r. Here we can see that when mu is positive and r equal to 0, then we have three roots in which we have two stable and one unstable. And when mu is negative, then we will have only one root, as you can see here. And no matter what, if we increase the value of the r, the root always be 1. And going further negative in mu will always make the curve more to the straight line, and roots remains only 1. If we have r is positive and mu also positive, then there will as well be only one root, which is a stable root. But when mu is greater than some critical value, then we will have three roots. So basically, the combination of mu and r determines how many roots will the equation have. Now let us see for this an mu r plane. Here we have a stability diagram, and here in yellow area there are three roots, and in the purple one there are one root. This is the boundary that separates 3 and 1 roots to the equation given the mu r combination. Now this diagram is for a normal pitchfork bifurcation, as you can already see from the shape of it. And if we change the value of r to greater than 0, then we will see the imperfect pitchfork bifurcation diagram. We have only one root till some value of r, and then we suddenly have three roots, and out of which the upper branch is still stable, and there is an unstable branch in the middle in a blue, and a stable branch at the bottom. Now for r smaller than 0, so negative, the case is similar, but only difference is that now it is the mirror image of the case when r was positive. Let us look at an example where mu is known and r is unknown. So our equation for the task 20 is 9x minus x cubed plus r equal to 0. The graph for r equal to 0 would look like this. Here are 3 roots and 2 of them are stable and 1 is unstable equilibrium point. One thing we have to notice is that the symmetry will break as we change the value of r from 0 to some other value. This is one of the characteristics of imperfect bifurcation. Now, having a positive value, for example, our graph will move like this, and we still have similar condition as before, but it is no longer symmetric as before. Before, at r equal to 0, the 2 stable points were at the equidistance to the middle unstable point, but now the 2 stable equilibria are shifted to the right and the unstable is shifted to the left. And this results in non-symmetry where distance between x1 and x2 is no longer equal to distance between x2 and x3. If we go on increasing the value, there will come a point where suddenly 2 equilibria disappears and we are left with only one root. This is the point where the bifurcation occurs, and there are 2 places where this sudden changes happens, and we will look into that mathematically as well and find the value. The necessary condition for bifurcation of a fixed point is that both f of x and first derivative of f of x should be equal to 0. And given the condition first derivative of f of x equal to 0, we get that 0 equal to mu plus 3x square, and when we bring the x on the one side and mu on the other side, then we will have x equal to plus minus square root of mu by 3. Now we will insert the value of this x in f of x equal to 0. This will give us then r equal to plus minus 2 by 3 mu times square root of mu by 3. So for our equation on task 20, what we have is that mu equal to 9. So when we place the value of mu equal to 9, then we will end up value of r equal to plus minus 6 square root 3. This is the point where the bifurcation occurs.